Hey guys, it is Maestro here, and welcome to a very special episode of Hypixel Alert News. You guys, today is officially my 20th birthday, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for almost 77,000 subscribers. I cannot wait to show you what I've got in store with Time Dio when that music video comes out at 100,000, and it's gonna be awesome. But you guys, thank you so much once again. We have really got a crazy filled, action-packed episode of Hypixel News this evening, so grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's get into our first story. And our first one this evening is unbelievable. If you take a look right now at the Plague leaderboards, you will see that there is now a new person with the highest network level on the server. And he's currently 7 levels above the previous contender, who was Alexi, or also known currently as I Love XQII. So I've got to say, I support the name Lego Block Dude. Huge congratulations on quite the achievement. seriously, 800 stinking levels. That is a lot to get. I don't know if that's a lot of boosters or quests, or it's a lot of something no matter what it is. But regardless, dude, once again, big congrats and keep it up. Alexi may be coming for your title, but we will just have to see. And well, also in your Hypixel news this week, you guys, I do not want to be another news source to talk about it, but the coronavirus is something that's basically affected everyone these days, and it's been talked about, and I'm not going to talk about it, don't get me wrong, but one person did talk about it who I thought I should mention, and he's kind of a big deal. He's the owner of the server, Simon. And he made a forum post this week titled Statement About COVID-19, where he says, "Hello everyone, Simon here, and I just wanted to personally update our community in regards to COVID-19 and what our plans are for coming weeks. First of all, we advise everyone to educate themselves and take precautions for the safety of themselves and families, especially to those who are in vulnerable situations. We are certain you are already doing this, but we want to add our voice to that. Most places are spooling up local guides on what to do. Please pay heed to those and also do your own research. Most of you are young and will be okay, but I urge you to take great care and precaution to protect the vulnerable ones. I also want to reassure you all that the Hypixel team is a fully remote company that works in games, a sector likely to prove to be resilient to the economic impact of the virus. We have no intention to slow down updates, new hires, or do anything out of the ordinary. Please be mindful that we are expecting to hit player limits in several places this weekend, and we might have a few issues here and there. We are going to gather data this weekend and plan accordingly. We will be working with our data center to provide more capacity as soon as possible to make sure all of you can play with no performance impact. Bumpy road for the world ahead, but encouraging signs in particular from China and South Korea for how the virus flattens out with some management, albeit disruptive. We have our role to play in that too. Many more schools are closing, and we are preparing accordingly to welcome these players as a place where they can socialize with their friends and find peace in these trying times. Thanks all for attention. I hope you and your families are well. We truly appreciate your support. Stay tuned for further information in the coming weeks. I will be donating my personal Hypixel salary to charities and communities for the next 8 weeks in an effort to help as much as I can. Stay safe, Simon." Wow, obviously some great information here, some valuable stuff, and you guys read the end of that. He's giving away his salary for 8 weeks. Who does that? Simon is such a nice guy. Now, you guys, he also, when he was talking about his forum post on Twitter, he said this: "This includes salaries from both my companies, Hypixel Incorporated and Hypixel Studios. And to be transparent, this does not include dividends or other weird stuff like that. I will also be donating out-of-pocket personal savings and will be communicating these efforts if possible. I know a lot of you guys want us to have double coin/XP on the Minecraft server, but I want to make sure that we have the capacity first. Thanks all and stay safe." And speaking of capacity, you guys, they were working on that quite a bit this week, with Simon also tweeting out, "We are currently experiencing heavy load, and I just now ordered 100 plus dedicated server machines to improve performances and increase player count. I wish we could scale on the cloud, but unfortunately, that's not how it works on Minecraft. Thanks all, and take care of yourselves. Our team is working around the clock to optimize the server as well. You should see significant improvements in the coming days." And you guys, not long before I'm recording this episode, he replied to these tweets saying, "We are all working hard to stabilize the network and add capacity ASAP. Almost there." So that is some exciting news. For those that have been playing Hypixel over the last few days, you would know that there's been really a lot of lag going on, and of course, that's probably in part due to the whole coronavirus and everyone staying home and playing on the server. And well, with all those 100 server machines coming in, that problem should hopefully be fixed pretty soon. But now you guys, into other news not related to coronavirus. I'm sure you're so tired of hearing about that. But apart from that, we have got a lot of Hypixel milestones to get into this week. So without further ado, our first one this evening is coming from Ben Mask mascot. And this week he tweeted out 100,000 subscribers. This is so surreal, I am forever grateful. Showing a video of him when he hit 100,000 subscribers. You know, I've got to say, Ben, huge congratulations on the incredible achievement. It is awesome to see a fellow brother in Christ getting a huge milestone like that. And you guys, I mean, YouTube has been getting really fast at sending out those play buttons within like 2 weeks to a month. So Ben, within the next 30 days, I would definitely be checking your mailbox pretty regularly. And also in your Hypixel milestones this week, you guys know our young lover Astelic, and she hit a milestone this week, tweeting out we have hit 70k on the tubes. I appreciate you all. Thank you, XX. Showing a screenshot of her hitting 70,000 subscribers. So good stuff there, Astelic. Keep it up. And you guys, for our final 2 milestones this evening, 2 people this week actually hit 50,000 subscribers. And well, the first of these is Akinsoft, who tweeted out this week, Corona carried us to half a plaque. Okay, but seriously, thanks so much. Now I can forget all the true supporters and friends. And along with him this week, I'm a Squid Kid tweeted out, halfway to 1 million subs. Thanks. Let's go! So congratulations to you guys as well. And of course, good luck on that big 100k. And now you guys, this week in Hypixel news, there was something that happened to the forums themselves if you haven't checked already. And well, it got everybody talking. As you can see, here are some screenshots from the current Hypixel forums, and well, Riari made a forum post about this, titled Website and Forums Upgrade. Now, all of that to basically say they just updated the forums and made them look different. Like, I mean, that's pretty technical and whatnot, but you guys, let me know what you think of the new forums down in the comments below, but this is actually not where it ends. Simon made a forum post as an update to this, saying forum update, message from Simon, where he says, hey all, I know some of you are confused about the website upgrade, and I want to explain a few things that were not clear in the first post that we made. First of all, this is a forum software update we had to do, not wanted, for security and performance reasons. Our goal is to get closer to what it used to look like while keeping the good stuff. Zenforo, the software, decided to discontinue security updates a few months ago, and since then we have been in a bit of a panic mode to get us up to date. And while for the rest of the forum post he just goes into some of the details about what's wrong with the current system, and also the future of it, so you guys, I'm going to leave the link to this forum post, and all the other ones relating to the whole forum post thing in the description below. But you guys, I personally actually like this new system. I think it looks great. Obviously, everyone's already used to the old system, but all things considered, it's not really that bad of a change. Personally, that's just my opinion. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into easily our biggest story of the week, one I personally thought I would probably never have to cover. And that is because, well, this week, not just Purpled, but Technoblade got hacked. Now, I'm putting hacked in quotes because it wasn't technically a hack. It was like a Hypixel glitch that basically allowed access to Techno and Purpled's account. But you guys, I'm gonna get into that all right now. And well, for some reason, currently Purpled's Twitter account is temporarily restricted, but 2 days ago he tweeted out, got hacked, Pog, showing a screenshot of him getting permanently banned from the network for account security. And well, since then he has deleted the tweet, but well, after this he put an announcement on his Discord server where he says, my Minecraft account was hacked and I got banned. Me getting banned is actually good because he cannot do any more damage. He disbanded my guild, but nothing else bad. Everything should be good now. And so after this, I messaged Purpled and I said, how did you get hacked? Like, how did all this happen? And well, to this, he responded, Hypixel/Mojang had a breach where anyone could log into any account. He streamed himself on my account in Lobby 1 advertising himself, and later he was denied access. I got back on, but within 10 minutes was kicked as he logged back in. He disbanded my guild, spam advertised, and added a bunch of random people to my friends list. I talked with Dio and was able to get my account banned. I mean, awful stuff here if you cannot tell, and you guys know how in his message to me, he said there was a Hypixel/Mojang breach where anyone could log into any person's account. Well, this same glitch was used on a specific player, and you guys already know who it was. Technoblade. No, this is not clickbait, it's not a joke. There was somebody on Technoblade's account, and it was bad. Here's a screenshot you can see taken from the chat, and you guys, I am not going to show what the person on his account said. Like, it was bad stuff, one was inappropriate, and one was advertising something. It was bad news. And well, the people that got on his account actually made a video on it, which I am not going to show, but the thing to take away from it is that it only took a single minute for Technoblade to regain access of his account. Like, that's stinking impressive. And well, you guys, when I first heard about this situation, I tweeted out, apparently Technoblade was hacked. Do you guys have some screenshots of this? Any would be much appreciated. And to this, Pigaclicks responded, to my knowledge, it was just someone being able to spoof their user as him because Hypixel went into offline mode and not his actual account being hacked. fact, apparently was done with tons of popular users. And well, an hour after PikaClicks tweeted out this, Technoblade responded to my original tweet, saying don't give them free clout please, to which I responded, I'm not gonna give them any publicity. And at this point even Hypixel got involved, saying it was just a bug that is now fixed, he was not compromised. So obviously a really unfortunate situation here. I mean, for one thing this is bad for Technoblade and for Hypixel, and I mean if you guys can't tell, I'm trying to give as little attention as I can to the people who did this, because obviously I don't support it and I don't want it to continue. But hopefully, as Simon said in his tweet, this should all be fixed now, so let's hope this does not happen again for Techno or Purpled or anyone. And also you guys, in your Hypixel news, well, this is relating to Skyblock, and I must say, this is a much more upbeat story. Coming from Minikloon, who made a forum post this week, titled March 12th, Dark Auction Upgrade. And you guys, for any of you who are in Skyblock or who specifically are in the Dark Auctions, this forum post is probably easily one of the best things that has happened to you in like a long time. Because well, for those that don't know, there are some people that think they like to troll on Skyblock, where they will go into the Dark Auctions, bid a really high amount on some like whatever item it is, and then they'll leave the auction so nobody gets the bid or whatnot. I'm not really sure what happens, but I know like it really messes stuff up. And well, Minikloon wrote about this. He says this says you can't troll Dark Auction anymore by putting very high bids on and then leaving. If you put a high bid and leave, you will win the item and it will be delivered to your Jerry. Similarly, if you put a losing bid and leave, you will be refunded in Jerry. So great stuff there, Minikloon. I've gotta say, I mean, this is an awesome update. And along with this, he also made a Bazaar Tweaks forum post, but I didn't think there was anything too crazy to cover here in the news, so I'll be leaving a link to this forum post in the description if you are interested. And now you guys, we have one final forum post to get into this week before we get into easily our saddest story of this week's Hypixel alert, and this one is a housing update coming from Connor Linfoot, titled Housing Update, multiple houses, new lobby, new themes, and more. And for the first time ever in Hypixel housing, you can now have more than one house, and for VIP players and up, this is completely free. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many new houses you can have, like I don't think there's an unlimited amount, but I mean, you shouldn't need more than like 3. Regardless, still a great addition. And the forum post also talks about something known as featured plots, which I'm not too sure what that is, but from the looks of it, players can submit their house for the housing lobby. Now, I'm not too sure whether that's going to literally replace the housing lobby or just be like next to it or side by side, but regardless, still a really cool feature, and at the moment it has not been released, but it does say at a later date they are going to be providing information on how like submissions can open and whatnot. So you guys, I will be once again leaving a link to this forum post in the description if you'd like to check that out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our final story this evening, and this one I hate to leave it on a sad note, but it's coming from the Minecraft event that needs no introduction, SMPEarth. And well, this week they tweeted out with a trailer for the SMPEarth Olympics, but underneath this they wrote, alongside the amazing announcement of this, the SMPEarth Olympics will be the final big event of SMPEarth. Unfortunately, all things have to come to an end. This is why we've decided we would end the server on a good note. The server will continue until April 11th and then close. Thanks for the good times, everyone. Enjoy the Olympics. Now, maybe it's just me, but I think nobody saw this coming. Like, SMPEarth is such a big deal, it's so popular, and everybody loves it. So for it to shut down, and like without a really solid reason, I had to know what's going on. And so I decided to ask Josh A20, the owner of the event, why it's closing, and he said this. We decided it would be a good time to start closing down the server. A lot of people lost interest due to all the internal issues, faction resets, etc., but also so we could live the history of SMPEarth, rather than the long period of nothing happening. By shutting down early, we hope to be able to preserve the history of such a brilliant community and server. And I've got to say, that is a respectable reason for them to close, and SMPEarth, it's had a lot of good times, a lot of content's been made from it. Well, but like he said, all good things must come to an end. Now, that being said, I do have an exciting announcement to end off the news, maybe bring it up on a higher note, and that is that you guys know he tweeted out about the SMPEarth Olympics that are coming out, that's like the final event. Well, I'm going to be your host once again, and I will be hosting this event, so make sure you tune into that. It's going to be from April 3rd through the 4th, so you'll want to check that out. It's going to be exciting stuff. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the news this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, what a crazy week of Hypixel news there was this week. Of course, if you want to stay up to date on everything happening in the Hypixel network and you're new to the channel, the first thing you'll want to do right now is subscribe, because of course I'll be your host, Lego Maestro, and I'll make sure to keep you informed on everything going on. And as you can tell from this week's episode, a lot goes down in the Hypixel network. You guys, thank you so much for all the continued support. Have a blessed day, and with that, Hypixel Alert now over 76.9 thousand subscribers. and I will see you next time.